They said it was the perfect marriage, until the roses wilted and she disappeared. Shannon Watts loved her life, a devoted wife, a proud mother, and soon-to-be mother of 3. Her Facebook was a gallery of joy, family photos, matching pajamas, smiling kids, and the husband she called her rock. To everyone watching, they were the picture of happiness. But pictures lie. Behind those smiles, something was changing. Chris had grown distant. New workouts, secret texts, late nights at work. Shannon thought it was stress. What she didn't know was that her husband was already living another life. On August 12, 2018, Shannon returned home from a business trip. It was past 2 a.m. Her friend dropped her off, waved goodbye, and drove away. That was the last time anyone ever saw her alive. By morning, the house was silent. No sounds of the girls playing. No calls, no messages. Just emptiness. When Shannon missed her doctor's appointment, her friend Nicole grew worried. She called, texted, knocked. Nothing. Her car was still in the garage. Her purse, her phone, her keys, all inside. But Shannon was gone. Police arrived soon after. Chris came home, calm and collected, saying he had no idea where his family was. He spoke to news cameras, begging for their return. But something in his eyes was off. Cold, flat, rehearsed. Then came the neighbor's camera. Investigators checked the footage, hoping to see Shannon leaving. Instead, they saw Chris, in the early morning darkness, loading his truck again and again. Heavy shapes, wrapped in blankets. Not a word spoken. The neighbor said quietly, "He's not acting right." And from that moment, the perfect husband's story began to crumble. Chris was brought in for questioning. He failed the polygraph test, miserably. When confronted, he broke. First, he blamed Shannon. Then, he finally told the truth. He strangled her in their bed after she confronted him about his affair. Then, he turned on his daughters, Bella, Celeste. He smothered them, one after the other, and drove their bodies to a remote oil field where he worked. There he buried Shannon in a shallow grave and placed his daughters inside oil tanks. When police found them, the world stood still. A man who once smiled in every photo had destroyed his entire family. For freedom, for control, for a life built on lies. In court, Chris showed no emotion. Shannon's parents sat in silence as he was sentenced to 5 life terms without parole. The house still stands today, empty, quiet, frozen in time. Children's toys untouched. Her favorite mug still on the counter. And at night, some neighbors say they can still hear a door creak softly. A faint sound, like someone finally coming home. She didn't vanish after Valentine's Day. She was erased by the man who swore to love her forever.